Afternoon, good evening, grand rising to all my beautiful reflection out there. Peace, love, prosperity, abundance, and magnificent glory to you and your family. Understand, before we can get into this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe so we can get this video in the algorithm. And I appreciate all the new people that are following my channel. I really appreciate you because you didn't have to do that, but you did it anyway, and so I'm grateful for that. And of course, we're here to deliver another message from the highest source. And this video is going to help somebody out there understand that, you are misunderstood. You are misunderstood, and you have a gift, a strong gift, and your gift is so strong that it's common for you to be misunderstood because you are ahead of your time. And that's the thing a lot of people don't understand. On this journey, guys, we got to understand that things that we do, it's ahead of us. It's ahead of somebody's time, especially if you're watching this, because you understand you are on your spiritual journey, so you are growing each and every way. And there are a lot of people in this world who can't comprehend your spiritual journey. There are some people who don't even know what the fuck a spiritual journey is. Really understand that. That's how deep this gets. There are people who don't even know what a spiritual journey is. So by them not noticing that, you gotta understand that the things that you do, you're doing this for you and your future. People will feel like, so for example, let's say you're working for somebody, right? You're trying to start up your business on the side. You're trying to do a small business venue or venture for yourself, or a small setting for you. You know that you gotta go into this job that you don't like, or this person's job that you don't like. You gotta, of course you're gonna get your check, but that check is coming to your bank account because you're gonna invest into your account and your business. You understand that. So of course you're just coming to work every day, putting in them hours, putting in your due diligence. You're just trying to focus on yourself. Now, of course, people can't understand why you doing what you do, why you don't do what you do. And a lot of times when you speak up and when you're honest about what you're doing, people get an attitude, or people are just like, they can't comprehend what you're doing. And that's the point. They're not supposed to understand what you are going through because you're misunderstood by somebody who can't even understand themselves. So of course, if they can't understand themselves, they're going to misunderstand themselves, and they're going to misunderstand themselves by misunderstanding you, because they don't have that type of love for anybody else but themselves, because all they care about is their goals and their money and their purpose in life, which is fine. That's a selfish way to think about it. But by you being selfish and selfish, you need to learn from this boss or whatever that you're working for, looking up to, and understand what they did and what they're going through to get into the ropes, because understand you are a boss as well. You are just learning how to be one by working for one. So by you working for one, when it comes to life, it doesn't matter what you do. So even your parents, for example, so the kids, the teenagers watching, for your parents, for example, your parents don't understand you as well. So it's like, imagine you're going through something as a kid or a young adult, teenager, whatever, right? You're going through something and you try to tell your parents what you're going through. Understand, you're in a higher vibration, way higher than some of your siblings, your family, and your boss, your coworkers. They can't understand that. So like, you have elevated so far within your mind. You have elevated so far within the God frequency that when you're coming back, because you're living in two parallel worlds now. So understand, your body is still here physically. So you don't think like you're above anybody, because physically you're still in earth. You're still in a physical illusion with everybody else. So you're not on a higher pedestal. Spiritually though, your mind is in a whole different realm, a whole different universe. You're daydreaming with your eyes wide open, and people can't understand that. So you're already misunderstood because you have your head in the clouds 24/7, because you're thinking of how you can find a better way to get out of the situation that you are in, or that you don't like that you are in. So when you are in a situation, you're sitting there, you're daydreaming, thinking about how you can make your goals better. And people don't like that, because now you're getting sidetracked from the original job. They don't want you to understand that. They want you to be programmed to their program. But see, it's hard to program a spiritual being. It's hard to program God when God knows that it's God, but it's not God. So it's just kind of like they're shooting themselves in the foot, because for one, you're misunderstood. You're way ahead of your time. You get what I'm saying? You're ahead of your time. So you do what you gotta do to show up for yourself and other people. But see, that's the thing. You keep showing up for other people, but when will you ever show up for yourself, my brother and my sister? That's why you have to make sure you put the time and the effort into what you want in life, because when you keep doing this constantly, when you're constantly doing this, now you are able to train your brain, you're able to train your life, and you're constantly training your lifestyle to be where you want it to be. And you will look at these old moments and you'll think to yourself, you remember all the times you done went through all the turmoil, the tribulations, all the hardships, all the bullshit, all these things that happened to you, it was for a reason. It was to help make your story, to help help you build a diamond into pressure. You have been pressured so much, now you became a diamond. And no matter what, you're going to always keep shining in any circumstance. No matter where you go, no matter what office you walk into, no matter what business, no matter what job you walk into, you are always going to be doing the right thing because you are a beautiful being. And I'm going to keep saying that because I don't think people understand how beautiful they really are. No matter what time limit you are in, understand we are all in the same race. It doesn't matter what you are doing, no matter what I am doing. We are still one. Spiritually, we are different. What makes you and I different is our physical appearance, our physical illusion. But that's the whole part of the game. We are all actors playing our own role. So by you doing that, you have to understand that spiritually, you are in a whole different timeline. Understand, when I'm saying a timeline, you are literally the beginning and the end. Because what's the beginning and the end when you created the beginning and the end? And what's also crazy, you're not even the beginning and the end. Because what's really crazy, that shit is right now. So you are beyond something that anybody could comprehend and fathom. And they'll try to make sure that you dumb yourself down so that this person can feel superior to their ego. That's how powerful this illusion is upon people who don't understand themselves. It's so powerful that people will hate to see you shine, because why are you shining like this in my face? Why are you shining like this and you're not speaking? Like, that's the crazy part. People in this world, they will hate to see a calm, quiet, collective person mastering peace and then shining behind closed doors, getting their grace, having everybody like them. Fuck no, there's no way you think you just about to come into this job or whatever. There's no way that you're about to come into my life and you're about to outshine me. And what's crazy, you're not even doing anything but living your life. That's how jealousy and envy work within this world. When people don't know themselves spiritually, that's when these algorithms and these viruses start hacking people's minds, because people can't seem to love themselves nor comprehend what life is in general. So people are so weak-minded, they begin to be weakened by their mind. And when this happens, people can't seem to understand where they are going on their journey. And so they're being followed by a negative program. They can't listen to what God is saying to them because they're so blind by the illusion that they're placed upon from their ego. So their ego is stronger than them. And that's sad. But see, for you are the healer, you are the savior, you are an empath, which is why you can't worry about nobody else but you. You have to keep on going and keep on staying focused and have tunnel vision on where you're going, because there will come a day. And what's crazy, the eclipse is about to happen too, so you're about to transition into a new portal. But understand, you are far beyond something that you could even comprehend. What's crazy, your family can't even see who you even are anymore, because you're shedding new layers of skin. So it's like a caterpillar. If you watch a caterpillar on this journey, you will see it may be a fat caterpillar, it may be skinny, maybe long, maybe short. But then once it gets that ability to go in its cocoon, what's going to happen? It turns into a butterfly. Once it's doing that, it's evolving, it's becoming beautiful. And that's really what our ancestors are teaching us in this realm, that no matter where we go through, no matter what we do, we are literally shedding new layers of skin. We are shedding new evil. We're shedding new good. We're shedding the old and the new and the bad and all these things we're shedding, because it's good for our skin, it's good for our health, it's good for our mind, it's good for our soul and our body. Because once we come out of this turmoil, once we come into our fruition, nobody can stop us. Because the only person that's stopping us is ourselves. And so once we stop stopping ourselves, then we'll be able to put two and two together, because we're putting in the hours. Once you keep putting in these hours, then spiritually, you're going to get what you have. You feel what I'm saying? You have to remember that what you can't see physically is being done spiritually. So once you understand that, once you place time within your time, you got to understand, physically you are behind your spiritual timeline. That's why people can't understand that, because they don't know spirituality. People only know life. They only know the life in front of them. But understand, by us being divine beings, understand how God's speaking to me, to you, to me, to you. Understand, spiritually, you have did so much work. You have did so much. And I know a lot of you feel tired. I know a lot of you feel anxious. A lot of you feel sad, depressed. A lot of you want to get your goals and your manifestations. You want them to happen. Divine timing, my brother and my sister, divine timing. Your time will come. You just have to be patient. Understand, it literally already happened. That's the one thing we got to remember. That's a trick to this shit. It already happened. So you have to live as if it already happened. So if you want to escape that job, if you want to make sure that you wake up in a comfortable setting every single day, if you want to wake up feeling like a new you, a new boss, walk, talk, feel, and think like that every day you wake up. And you have to train your mind to do that, because now you're going to manipulate your mind, and you're going to make sure that your mind is delusional to your illusions. Once you do that, you are over your ego. Your ego has to be humbled by you, the spiritual God that you always been. That's the thing. You are literally God training Satan through this illusion. That's all this is. So physically, you are a baby. Physically, you had to experience all these things because you still had to catch up to yourself spiritually. But understand, your spiritual sense is not going anywhere. That timeline ain't going nowhere, because it's literally inside of your mind the whole entire time. But you have to make sure that you go into your dreams, figure out what is happening in those dreams, and bring them back to this reality. Once you do that, once you understand that, boy, oh my God, your misunderstood time will be understood by your time. I'm gonna say it again. Once you find yourself spiritually and you connect these dots to yourself physically, your misunderstood time will be understood through your time. Really remember that. Your misunderstood time will be understood by your time. But once you understand this, what will you do next? Because when it's time for you to get your success, when it's time for you to get your breakthrough, when it's time for you to elevate, when it's time for you to change your life and your success in your journey, will you be ready for that moment? Because everything that you pray for, everything you journal about, everything you manifested, everything you gossiped about is happening, did happen, and will happen. So when you see that in your face, don't fold, don't get shocked, don't be scared, don't be intimidated, because remember, you asked for this. Ask and you shall receive. Now that you received it, don't fumble that bag. Don't fumble the bag. It's your time. Literally, you watching this, it is your time. Get the hell up, wake the hell up, and let's get to this bread. Let's get to our goals. Let's start getting to God. Focus on you, baby, because can't nobody stop you but who, Reflection? I love you. Have a great day.